morning. Whew, the internet hates to see me coming today. I'm feeling sweet and spicy right now. Welcome to episode 1 of the Gut Year, baby. It's fresh in the morning. I'm still in my pajamas. I got my coffee with me and I am ready. I have no idea what's about to come out of my mouth or how this is going to unfold, but it feels appropriate. If you missed episode 0, go ahead and just watch that first and hopefully that'll explain my questionable decision making from here on out. Long story short, I want to change my life and maybe accidentally change the world a little bit while I'm at it. So I am following my gut for an entire year. All of my decisions will be based on a gut feeling. I'm just sick and tired of following the rules and it landing me in this mediocre life that makes me feel like a zombie. So I'm switching it up. And here we are. My gut is only telling me to do one thing. And that's to get back in this bus and hit the open road. I can't exactly decide where I want to go. All I know is that I need to go. So I'm just going to put a whole bunch of destinations in a spinning wheel and just select it at random. We're going to pack up this bus, choose a destination, and then hit the road tomorrow. I think the best way to break this video in though is with a bus tour. So I'm going to go ahead and get dressed and give you a tour of the bus. Let's go. Well, the weather isn't exactly holding up, but the show must go on. Anyway, this is my bus. She is a 2003 Ford E450 7.3 Power Stroke with a mint 90,000 miles. I can hear the old men just saying barely broken in. That's right. She has 5 exterior cameras, exterior light bar, a 5-inch custom suspension lift, and she came in this beautiful blue and white color tone. The internet has never forgiven me for not painting her. One day she will be a beautiful vintage Ford orange. Come on in. This bus is my pride and joy. This is the Monarch bus. I lived in it full time for quite a while on the road, just me and my dog Rio. I designed it completely myself and I built it out with the help of some very skilled friends. So my literal blood, sweat, and tears is everywhere in this bus. I'm very proud of her. But let me give you a tour. This is my kitchen. It has served me so well living on the road. I've got my fridge, commercial grade. I have propane as well. So I have a 3-burner stove here, plus an oven, which is a game changer on the road. This is my cutting board, pretty much doubles my countertop space when I need it. Deep sink so that dirty dishes can, hide in there when they need to. I have hot and cold water at the sink. I also have a little sprayer. Upper cabinet for snacks, which we will fill very soon. And yes, I have a microwave because why not? I had the electrical capacity to do it, and my kitchen actually extends over here as well. So this is a massive pantry drawer. Usually I put all of my canned goods, obviously my utensils, things of that nature. Guys, don't judge me, okay? I don't live in here full time anymore, but huge pantry drawer right there. And then this is actually a dual zone chest freezer. So I feed my dogs raw dog food, so having a freezer was a must. But as you can see, nice and big, nice and cold, lots of room. And over here is my living room. Obviously there's storage under here, hidden storage back here. This pulls out into almost a queen size bed. And yeah, it's very long, plenty of seating for many people, swivel table, so doesn't have to get in the way. If I'm hosting people and I need more seating, my storage drawers, I have one on each end. This is storage under here, but it also acts as additional seating. So here, I'll pull this one out too. And then as you can see, it turns into a U-shaped dinette. Look at that. Okay, moving on to where the magic happens. Isn't that what they say? Welcome to my crib. Anyway, this is my bed. It's just a normal full-size bed. I could have done a queen if I didn't want so much room in the bathroom, but I was traveling solo, so I just made it slightly narrower, and a full-size bed on my own was great. I put this beautiful stained glass window that I found in the wall just so that light can filter through when there's light on that side of the bus, just because more light makes the small space feel much bigger. I also have this little cubby right here, which I love. I have an outlet, I have enough space to put my water bottle or a book, and then I also have this little lamp that was custom made by a very old man. And then one of the most impressive things about my bus is the mini split. So I have heat and air conditioning in this bus. And yes, it runs completely off solar. I guess I should mention a bit about my electrical system. So I have 1,300 watts of solar on my roof, and I have just over 13 kilowatt hours of lithium batteries, which is just over 1,000 amp hours. So doing pretty good. Up top here, I did an open shelf spanning pretty much the entire length of the bus, and I did that just so I can display a lot of the thrift finds and treasures I found along the road or gifts that friends would give me. And it really does open up this space. I could have closed it up, but again, I didn't want this little space to feel too tight. Oh, I totally forgot to mention, I did an 8-inch roof raise. I didn't do the raise myself. A good friend of mine did the raise. He does it for a living. So they chopped my bus in half and then raised the roof 8 inches just so that I can have a much higher height clearance. I think my height clearance in here is 6'8" right now. And I have 3 inches of closed cell spray foam in the walls. So it is very well insulated in here. I camped in this when I was living in it full time, like in minus 20 degrees. And I've also been in 100 plus, and having such thick insulation really helps me to maintain and control the temperature on the inside, which is a game changer, especially when you have a dog. And during the roof raise, we deleted all of the school bus windows and we put in these RV windows. They seal a lot better. They let in so much light, and they have screens. Now moving on to my favorite part of the build, my dream off-grid bathroom. Please note the movable rain shower head, stained glass sprayer. We've got a plumbed composting toilet, stainless steel pan. This just feels like total luxury living off-grid. Back here is my closet. I also have some of my electrical back here. There it is. And it goes really deep. This was my very first tiling project ever, and I'm very proud of how it turned out. On the note of showers, I have 100 gallons of fresh water on board and a 40-gallon gray tank. Yep, that's plenty. That's plenty. And then over here is just storage for towels or toiletries, things of that nature. These are my remotes. This one for the mini split, obviously. And this one, I can't even, oh, this is for my fan. That does exist. I have a Max Air fan over there. I forgot to mention, these are all my control panels. So this is my Victron system, so I can track all my power. This is my tank monitor, so I can see how much fresh water I have, how full my gray tank is, how much propane I have left, and then of course the switch to my water pump. And then this is for my diesel heater, and it's plumbed directly into my diesel tank, which is great. So I don't have to have a separate auxiliary tank for my diesel. It just goes right in. And this is just my water heater. I get to control exactly how hot I want the water, and out it comes right there. It's a beautiful thing. I also have this altar in the corner. So again, to display my little treasures. Just a really nice way to use up what would typically be some dead space and turn it into a little sanctuary. This is actually a chunk of obsidian that I found on the road. Isn't that amazing? This is my little Polaroid memory board, but it's also more storage. Look at that. It's a mess. Don't judge me. But a ton of storage here. And then this is actually a projector screen. When this is all set up, the screen will be down. My projector comes out on the little cutting board. And then I can just lounge in bed and watch anything I want. Very nice, very cozy. And this is my electrical cabinet. I have all of the wiring to my WeBoost, my hotspot, all of that sort of stuff, all of my manuals. So all of the tech items that I really just want kind of tucked away, it's all in there. And just some extra storage up top. Oh, and I have this shoe cubby. It's pretty nice. And yes, that is a record player on top. Yes, I do use it when I'm on the road. Everyone always asks that. And then this is just where I drive. This is normal. Oh, this is my monitor for all of my exterior cameras. So it's very helpful when driving or when I put up all of the window coverings, and I can keep this on just to see outside without having to peek outside. Yeah, this is all, it's all normal. And of course, all my lights are on a dimmer. This is my favorite light. This is the ambiance light, the upper light to the shelf. It just casts a nice warm beam on the ceiling and just makes everything feel so cozy. All of the details in this bus really mean a lot to me. I really wanted this space to feel like home, and it does. Oh, and I have a garage. So this isn't accessible from the front of the bus, but this is obviously my electrical system, my water tank, and then just a lot of the dirty, more outdoorsy stuff. Yeah. Charge my tools back here usually. That's it. Now, of course, it would not be a proper road trip without some proper snacks. We got pantry items, even got some cleaning supplies, some stuff for the dogs. I just went all out. So I do all of my shopping on Thrive Market. I am actually just a paying customer of Thrive Market. But today, they are the very first sponsor of the Gut Year. And I had a handful of other brands vying for this spot, but I went with Thrive Market because they are actually doing good. Thrive Market is on a mission to make healthier options more affordable and accessible. If you don't know, Thrive Market is an online grocery store. Why I use Thrive Market, other than the obvious thing of it saves me time and stress, I can do my shopping from home. But the real reason is that I have way healthier options and I save a ton of money. I save on average over $59 per order. Thrive Market has over 1,000 banned ingredients like high fructose corn syrup, dyes. Couldn't help myself. I got into their organic wine selection, but it's justified because Thrive Market is currently having their summer restock sale. So select items are 25% off. If you click my link down below, you get an additional 30% off your entire order, plus the free gift. So if you've ever considered joining Thrive Market, now is the time. Thank you, Thrive Market, for making a difference and sponsoring today's video. Oh, hi. Hi, are you guys ready to go on a trip? I think it's time to spin the wheel. I think we just got to decide on where we're going. I don't know why I'm like nervous.
Oh, you were doing the spinning wheel?
Spinning wheel. I did like the closest 20 states.
Alabama's closest 20?
Well,
I don't think so.
could be.
No. Alabama is about as far away as you can get.
I like visually pictured the US map, and for some reason Alabama was one of the closest. Thought we could celebrate with some organic wine. I'm gonna pour myself a glass. Don't mind if I do. Okay, so I have chosen 20 of the closest-ish states. Because obviously we can't go to places like Alaska or Hawaii, and they're all on this spinning wheel. You can see I'm not cheating. Okay, I think we just gotta spin it. Go. Oh my gosh. We are going to Oregon. We're going to Oregon, Rio. I have a very clear feeling right now that I don't want to go to Oregon. In fact, Oregon is one of my favorite states. It's kind of a bizarre thing that I'm feeling this very clear don't go to Oregon energy. you know what? This is fine. This is all about following my gut, not following the rules. So I'm going to spin it again. This might get interesting. Round 2, Rio. Oh boy. So what I have discovered in this practice of following my gut is that clearly there's somewhere that I want to go, and seeing all these places pop up that I don't want to go is making that clearer and clearer. You know, when you flip a coin and then all of a sudden when that coin is being tossed in the air, you're like rooting for either heads or tails. Yeah, I think that's what's going on right now. Sometimes it just takes a little warming up to learn how to tap into your intuition. And I think that's what I need to do. I need to look at this list and see if there is a place on there that my gut is actually telling me to go. Well, guys, after some very uncareful consideration, I know exactly where I want to go. It just hit me all of a sudden. We're gonna go to a place that most people just drive through. It's not really on almost anyone's top destinations, but it's a beautiful place and we're going to Arkansas. I know that might sound bizarre, but we're going to freaking Arkansas. Gorgeous Arkansas. I have only ever been to Arkansas once, but I have had a pin on my Google Maps to this little town since 2017, and I have never been. And Arkansas just happens to be the place that Ben grew up, and he hasn't been home in a while. So I think there's going to be something there for all of us. I don't know, it just feels right. Here's the thing about following your gut is that you don't have to have a reason, you can just do it. I don't have to explain myself. You know, for any of you folks who are hoping for something with a bit more pizzazz, like a national park or something, sorry. I think it's such a fun thing to indulge the things, places, ideas that are typically overlooked. You know, that's pretty much the premise of the gut year. So buckle up, we're going to Arkansas, baby. Come on. I have a really good feeling about this. You know, I can't help but think about getting into the bus for the very first time as I pack it up. Most people don't know that I got into bus life not because I thought it was cute, but because I had just gotten evicted. And back in 2017, bus life wasn't the big phenomenon that it is today. Neither was van life. So it felt a bit more risky, and it was way more bootstrappy than this. I'm talking I was living in an unconverted bus, a practical tin can in New England in the dead of winter. And slowly but surely, that little bus allowed me to pick up the pieces of my life again. It allowed me to find hope. It allowed me to dream. And it soon brought me the closest people in my life and the best adventures of my life. I finally felt alive, all because a little rusty school bus gave me a shot when it felt like the rest of the world wasn't. So I just feel so rich packing up this bus, thinking back on how it used to just be me and a couple of plastic bins and my things, and now I have this beautiful bus with a family of my own, and I just can't help but be so consumed in gratitude as I pack the bus for this trip. And I just cannot wait to see the magic that unfolds this go around. Look at baby Liz. That's 2017 in my first bus. Oh my gosh. She had no idea what was coming. We're packed. We're officially loaded up. Now we gotta go get the dogs. This is Kenai's very first time in the bus, so hopefully it goes well. Hi, babes. wanna go for a ride? Bear, you wanna go for a ride? Good job! Oh my gosh! Make yourself at home, sweetie. Oh my goodness, babes! Are you in the bus? Real, are you showing your brother how it's done? Yeah.
Yeah. Are you gonna have a fun time?
Yeah. Well, the family is loaded up.
Here we are.
Ben, how are you feeling?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Good job. Oh my gosh. My heart is just exploding right now because
So
the
good.
last time I was really in here was just me and Rio. We've doubled.
You got some boys in your life.
That's right. Good job, honey. Ready. I have no flippin' idea what is about to happen on this journey of the gut year, but it feels right. I feel like I am exactly where I'm supposed to be, so here goes everything, I suppose. Oh, Houston, we have a problem.